Welcome to another Mankatoguns video. Hey, we haven't done a video in a while. We decided to do one because this one's actually important. As we all know, there was a bump stock ruling that changed in December. They issued the ruling, entered in the Federal Register in December. It actually goes into effect on March 26th. So the bump stock ruling comes into effect there. Now, there was a comment period back in this summer of 2018 that will tell you had a chance to comment on there. Now, this video is very clear because, yes, bump stocks are outlawed. And that is effective March 26th. Binary triggers also are. They didn't list it in the title of the ruling, but they are in the text. If you actually pay attention to the ruling and read it, you can find there. So what you see on the background is, you see the actual text of it in the register. And it's 41 pages long if you really want to read it all. But I'm going to point out where it comes into that binary triggers are outlawed also. So just scroll down to the comment section where they bring up binary triggers. Don't worry, I just highlighted it. It should be easy to find real quick. We go down, it's on like page 21. Okay, so what they say very clearly about binary triggers. Their response when people ask, so what about binary triggers? The ATF's department response was the department disagrees that other firearms or devices such as rifles, shotguns, binary triggers will be reclassified as machine guns under this rule. Although rifles and shotguns are defined using the term single pull the trigger, the statutory definition of a machine gun also requires that a firearm shoots automatically more than one shot without manual reloading by a single function of the trigger. While semi-automatic firearms may shoot one round when the trigger is pulled, the shooter must release the trigger before another round is fired. Even if this release results in a second shot being fired, it is as the result of a separate function of the trigger. This is also the reason that binary triggers cannot be classified as machine guns under the rules. One function of the trigger results in the firing of only one round. So, according to the ATF, binary triggers under the current rule that is one function of the trigger are legal. The only way they become illegal is if they change the definition from one function of the trigger to one pull of the trigger. So the ATF clearly said that binary triggers will be legal for as long as the definition stays as one function of the trigger. So let's go down to the very bottom where they actually make the rule change. We go to page 41, the last page where they actually change definitions and terms. And let's read what definition they changed. Oh, we're going through all the different scrolling and costs of this one, all the rulings, but we're actually going right to the end where they make the changes in definition. And I overshot, but we go to meaning of terms. Let's take a look at meaning of terms within the commerce in firearms and ammunition. Right here. For the purpose of this definition, the term automatically, as it modifies shoots, is designed to shoot or can be readily restored to shoot means the function is a result of a self-acting or self-regulating mechanism that allows the firing of multiple rounds through a single function of the trigger, and a single function of the trigger means a single pull of the trigger, and analogous terms. They are changing the definition in Commerce of Firearms Law that says a single pull of the trigger. Let's check it out. Let's see what they did here in machine gun and destructive device laws. Meaning of the terms. We go right up here. Machine gun, for the purpose of this definition, the term automatically as it shoots is designed to shoot or can be readily restored to shoot means functioning as the result of a self-acting or self-regulating mechanism that allows the firing of multiple rounds through a single function of the trigger, and single function of the trigger means a single pull of the trigger, and analogous motions. So clearly pointed out that they are changing the definition to a single pull of the trigger. So they are outlawing binary triggers. So if you have a binary trigger, guess what? It becomes illegal when this goes into effect on March 26, 2019. So even though they did not deliberately say they're banning binary triggers, the actual text and definitions are changing, thus your binary triggers outlawed. Now, what does this actual ruling mean? It's not from our legislators making a new law. It's from the ATF deciding what is not a machine gun and telling the prosecutors what to prosecute. This is instructions to all the federal prosecutors that a machine gun is anything that fires multiple bullets with a single pull of the trigger. which means your binary trigger is illegal, along with your bump stock if you have one of those two. So, pay attention, stay out of jail. If you don't believe me, you can read it yourself. You can just simply go online, look it up in the Federal Register, and you can see it's entered, and you can read the text that they're changing the meaning to single pull of the trigger. With that, stay safe.